Hey everybody, what's going on? I'm Next Gamer. Welcome to the stream. If you watch us on the pod channel, thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. Today we're doing some art stuff. I'm kind of excited for this. I had a lot of fun last art stream, and I was honestly floored with how many people showed up. Like legit, I had tears. Like I didn't realize initially, but we got like 230 people, roughly, around 235 combined between like YouTube and Twitch. And I didn't realize it at first. I knew we had a lot of people here, but when I actually realized the number, I was like, "Holy shit! I don't think I know that many people." So to anyone who showed up that day, thank you so much. I'm I was floored, honestly, and I'm sure that's just a fluke. I'm not one to really care about numbers, but seeing that legit was like, "Whoa, okay." But we're back today. Um, And I want to kind of do like a draw along thing. You don't have to draw if you're not an artist. You can write. You can do whatever projects you're working on. You can just chill to the music, or if you're someone like me and you like to do chores while listening to live stream, feel free to do that. Honestly, that's kind of the niche I try to fit into. I get it. You don't have time to sit for 3 hours doing nothing and watching a live stream. Makes sense. We're busy people, but throwing it on in the background while you know meander about, that's my niche. So hopefully you guys have a good time. Feel free to draw along. My only rule is that, well, look at that. I'm not even through my intro yet, and I already have to block someone. That's lovely. Heads up to anyone who's new to streaming: don't do those things. It's just a waste of your time. You're not gonna actually get viewers or anything from paying for bots. It's not worth it. For some reason that didn't refresh. Let me just refresh. There we go. Yeah, don't fall for that stuff, folks. All scams. Anyways, where was I? But yeah, so um, feel free to draw along, have a good time, do whatever it is you like to do. If you like doing art, if you like writing, doing whatever it is, feel free to join in. And if like I only have one rule is that if you're gonna draw or write or whatever, don't use AI. Be original, be creative. Art is all about learning, growing, being creative. Art or AI is not creative; it's just stealing. So don't use AI and have fun. So yeah, today I had the fun idea. So yesterday while playing Pokemon Blue, I stumbled upon the Cue Ball trainer sprite. Now, if you haven't seen this sprite yet, look it up. It is pretty gold. Um, which reminds me, I wanted to clip that to post online because I had a whole bit about it, which was kind of fun. But the sprite was funny. It He had a certain thing around his Grundle region, let's say, and we could not figure out what it was. And that got me thinking, it might be kind of fun to draw some of these old sprites. So I made like a little, like I found like a spin wheel app that I use for like, whatever. And I figured, I'll make a list of all the Pokemon trainer types. And we'll spin that list. Whatever pops up, that's what I draw. It should be fun. I will say I am new. I'm a fairly beginner artist. I've only been drawing since like I've been drawing most of my life, but due to issues, I stopped here and there. So I've been only like recently drawing like almost daily for like 3 years. I just started getting into drawing like portraits for the past year. I kind of want to branch into more stuff. I'm not great at it. I'm not good. I know some stuff, but I'm not a pro. So keep that in mind. You know, new artist stuff are always welcome in my streams as well. Just understand that I'm not a professional artist. I am learning, and bear with me. I'm going to make mistakes. If you're someone who cannot handle seeing someone new make mistakes and it's going to drive you nuts, now's your out. This is your out to be like, okay, this is not for me, and move on. Advice is welcomed, but also ask first. Um, Because not all of fights is actually a fight. Sometimes people are just being rude. But yeah, with that said, let's load up the first sprite. So I don't have every sprite on my phone. I just have like the names, and I'll Google it afterwards. So I also have like a list of all the gym leaders and trainers, or elite farm members and stuff. I thought that might be fun to do in the future as well. But for now, we'll do random trainers. I'm also going to turn down the volume on my phone because I'm pretty sure an ad will play after I spin this wheel. So, here's the wheel. Let me make sure you guys can actually see this. Boop. That's the wheel. We're going to spin it. The first trainer we're going to draw is the junior trainer male. I don't know how well you guys can see that. Focus. Okay. So yeah, junior trainer male. That might be fun. Alright. Also gonna close the app because I just don't need it open for the time being. So let me pull up that sprite. So we'll go Pokemon Blue. It's not coming up. Let me see. Junior trainer. Okay. For some reason, my brain forgot the junior part. Okay, let's grab the junior sprite. Oh, you weren't here, so I'm drawing randomly selected Pokemon Blue sprites. I thought that'd be kind of fun because we had a session yesterday, a moment during yesterday's Pokemon stream where one of the sprites was just stupidly funny, and I thought it'd be a fun exercise. Okay, not the best picture, but we can work with this. To use as a reference. Um, create a new folder. We're gonna call this junior trainer male. Sorry, my brain does the thing where I'll be writing something and then it's like you don't need this information that you're writing, so my brain just goes blank. Junior trainer male. Okay. How big do I want the canvas to be? You know, we'll go like um. Eight by 11, standard paper size, maybe. That'd be fun. All right. Yeah, I don't mind any tips and suggestions, but just be mindful with them. Like, I'm still new. I do know a bit of stuff, but the thing is with me is that even though I know certain things, it can sometimes take me a bit for it to click in. Hence, practicing, right? Um, so I kind of know how to like, I know the idea of like how to simplify stuff, how to like observe things, and how to kind of like put stuff together. But my brain hasn't fully gotten into the habit of doing that yet. So it's going to take a little bit of time. Um, so let me copy and paste the thing I did. We don't need the character sprite. We just need the lad. Let's just there we go. We'll make that a little bigger just so I can actually make out details. There we go. We'll make that transparent. And yeah, so ideally I would have it off to the side here. Like I'm more used to drawing traditional than I am drawing on a on my tablet. So bear with me. It takes me a little bit to like get used to this stuff. It'd be nice if I had a way to make like my canvas size bigger, but not the canvas size, but the table size bigger. So I don't have to have the image on where I'm drawing. Maybe there's a way to do that. I don't actually know how or if there is a way. All right. Also, how do I sound? I should sound good. I have a tendency of shouting, so I'm gonna try to lower my voice. Um, but hopefully I sound good. Um, Also, I want to mention too, in case people missed my previous streams, I did pull my back a couple of days ago. I want to say Monday. I pulled my back, had some back pain, so you might hear me groan, maybe make the odd pain or grunting noise because sharp sign of pain. It should be nothing to worry about, but sometimes I might need to stretch or move or just kind of like I can't sit certain ways now. I sneezed this morning and that hurt way more than it should have. So just like bear with me. Um, yeah, let's get into it. Uh, so yeah, so if anyone else watching, feel free to follow along. Also, I'm also down just to see other people's work. Feel free to like tag me on Twitter or Instagram. All the links should be in the bio or the description below if you're on YouTube. But yeah, so let's see what we're working with here. I like that pen. That pen's nice. So the sprite currently is young boy. Um, kind of. So front arms like this. His back arms kind of like back. How's he? How is he posing that way? Okay, maybe we'll do some back arm shenanigans because that. So his front arms out like this. You can maybe imagine him with like a Pokeball or something in his hand, or maybe he's like just doing like a muscle pose, like he's flexing. Um, the backhand is just kind of way the flip back there. Maybe he's like reaching for like something on his belt. Maybe he has a Pokeball there. It's not showing the sprite, but he's reaching for something in his pocket. And his legs are kind of split, so like one is kind of going like kind of falling to the direction he's facing, but slightly more towards the camera, and then down, and his foot's kind of facing the camera, and his back leg is back. Um, to start, I would trace the image, but not just fully trace it, but add boxes on the head, torso, and waist to make sure the boy is facing the way his body is facing. Yeah, I could do that. Like I heard of like the box method, but I don't know if I want to do the box method for this one. Because I'm trying to like train my observation skills at the moment, but I think I have an idea on how to do this. Okay, let's get started. So let's see. That's what it's based about here. Doesn't really have much, like a very long face, so we can kind of work with that. He's also young, so he doesn't have like very much like defined details. Make guiding points. It makes a whole yeah. That's an issue I have, right? Because like that's something I recently learned is that like like I knew about guiding lines, guiding that stuff, but knowing what a guiding point is and knowing to use them is different than knowing why I'm using it. At least for me, like I can know I should do something, but not understanding why I'm doing it is a struggle. So it took a bit of like self discovery, I guess, for me to be like, oh, okay, you do these lines to indicate blank, Um, which by saying that, I realized I kind of made a little oopsie with this. So that's since we can't really see the character's brow line, we'll stick with his eye line. Down here, a little bit of a chin. Okay. Now his back and shoulder kind of. See, kind of like this. So this is like the side of his body. His body is kind of contorting, right? Sorry, my dyslexia kicked in. That's a lot of words. All right. Yeah. So that should be about his body. Okay. Back arm. Can't really see that shoulder, so I'll just kind of pull this back. He's almost like doing like a pitch, like before someone throws like a baseball. line would be about here. His arm, I mean, not his arm, his leg kind of down. Be his kneecap here. Leg goes out. Kneecap down. Ankle, and then like a little bit of foreshortening, and the reference is the left arm in the image. Oh yeah. Still learning foreshortening and getting the hang of that, so there's going to be so many foreshortening mistakes that it might kill someone. So this foot is actually on its side, kind of thing. So, oops. So the one foot is planted to give him stability. The other foot is kind of like slanted on the side. So it's kind of on an angle. Okay, let me try and. I can't visualize it because aphantasia. Okay. So, the back of the foot would be further from the from view. Then the front of the foot would be closer. Not quite working how I want it to. Hey, I can probably work with that afterwards. Like, I think that's roughly the angle I want it to be. Then this arm would kind of be moving away. I don't think this is facing the camera, so that should be fine. The knuckles will be kind of here. Yeah. The thumb for the backhand is going to be awkward. Ugh. And I think given the angle, we wouldn't really see his neck at all. Neck is kind of hidden by his shoulder. You see his ear. This is his hairline here. Once again, the eyes will be adjusted. I'm just kind of giving a rough idea. Now the hat line is more up here. Give his big goofy hat. Maybe his head should be a tad smidgen bigger. And the mouth should be down a little bit more. At least for kind of vision I have here. Okay, it's becoming too muddy. The tip of his hat a little bit taller. Make the brim more straight. Okay. I actually kind of like the hat a little bent like that. Alright, then for the hands. Okay, if this kid would be facing at me, it would kind of be like this. Kind of right with the thumb out, or not out, but like kind of towards me. So that part is not included in the brim. I don't know what you mean. Maybe see if I can get a better reference, just to kind of get a better idea on how the hand should look. Hey, Cora. Well, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Nice to see you back. Yeah, that's the point. I don't know if you realize, but that was kind of the point of why I drew his hat so big. If you look at the sprite, his hat looks ridiculously large. So I drew it large on purpose to make it look like it's a little too big. Like he has something under his hat to keep it sitting up. I will say you're getting a little too backseaty. To the point where you're second guessing every stroke I make. I don't mind the occasional tip here and there, but just tone it down a little bit. Yeah, something like that. Like if you look at the sprite here, right? That hat is bigger than his head, right? Like, um, like, um, so like, here's his hat, and then like, here's his head. He almost has like a mushroom head, so I thought it's just exaggerated, basically. Yeah. So like, because his hat is actually bigger than his head, or at least it appears to be. I was trying to like expand upon that a bit more. Yeah, where's a good reference to get that backhand? I can't quite figure out the angle for that. I'm also not in love with that hand position, but like I guess his thumb is so like his backhand would be like this, but like it's I don't know I can't quite figure out. I feel like the angle of the sprite itself feels off, but they're just trying to add what detail they could on the sprites. Like this little part here looks like a thumb, or it should be a thumb, but then his thumb would be like bigger than this part. Okay, let's just go. Oh, I have eraser selected. That's why. The amount of times I do that. I will probably bring his hat down a little bit, so it's like kind of flush with the ear. It would be smaller just because it's more in the back. Little fingies. Kind of that. Probably won't really be showing a lot of detail on the fingers, but they're there. Um, his shirt kind of comes back here. His outfit is kind of like loose fitting, but tucked in, it seems. He has like a belt. Back around. Yeah, it looks like he has socks on. So like, this is his leg, and then here's like a sock. It kind of goes into his shoe. Because I have access to a computer and not doing this by hand. Let's take advantage of that. There we go. come along a little bit. Sure, here. Yeah, but yeah, how's everyone doing today? My day's been pretty good. I had to go out a little bit this morning with my wife to go to do bank stuff. Um, we encountered a couple just interesting things. We had someone talking to us who's like one of those people who talking just because he wanted to talk. He wasn't really talking to have a full conversation. He was just kind of talking in our direction. But anytime you went to like chime into his conversation, he kind of just like continued with his story and then kept kind of like he wanted to talk. He didn't care who he was talking to. That let's just say. And he was one of those people who like didn't adjust his volume at all. So when there was like traffic or noise, he would stay at the same volume. So I couldn't hear him like 80% of the time. It was so awkward. Like I'll admit I'm a very awkward person. I am not very socially able, and I was struggling. Okay, let's fix his ear a little bit. Yeah, the trip to town though went pretty well, and no real issues. Like that. We had a little bit of hair on this side. I want to live stream drawing one day, but I have trouble talking on camera because I stutter sometimes. But my brain just shuts off. I don't know what to do, to be honest. I do that constantly. I've stuttered basically my whole life since I was a wee lad. Um, so I get that. Um, for one, if you're not confident like being on camera, like with a webcam, don't have to. I know plenty of streamers and YouTubers who just don't use cameras. Um, and yeah, my brain shuts off. I don't know if were here earlier, but I was in the middle of a conversation, a sentence, and my brain was just like, yeah, you don't need that. You don't need to know. You can just shut off. So not really mandatory thing. Just kind of get used to the fact that yes, you're going to flub. You're going to make mistakes. Everyone does. Yeah, no problem. I'd say the best thing to do is if you want to do it, just try doing it. Make like an account. Um, you know, like if you have an on your mind, cool. Make an account. Just try it out. No camera at first. Just do a drawing. Be honest of like your skill level, and then just be like, "Yep, I'm just gonna draw. See what happens." and never know, might get a bit of a following. I wouldn't do it expecting to get a following, but just doing it for fun. Never know. Yeah, because I'm waiting to get my iPad so I can draw. Yeah, that's important. Okay. So what is his outfit? I kind of don't like how I did his body. Yeah, I think I made his body a little too long. But we can work with it. What is his outfit? Is it like a jumpsuit? Just like a pair of like a green shirt, belt, and like green shorts. Yeah, his clothes do look weird. I'm just trying to look up like other references. A lot of them, he has like a tie or like a kerchief. Is that what they're called? Like not quite a scarf, but like just kind of like a cloth wrapped and tied, but not like a full scarf. He doesn't really have like a tie in this. Granted, in the image he is blocking most of his body. So I try and get the Game Boy Advance version of his sprite. Get like a better idea. I'm not finding it. Like I think he's trying to look like a Boy Scout, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, his outfit doesn't really have a lot. Like I could add a tie, since a lot of his other iterations have ties. I guess he's referred to as a camper later on. So maybe I'll type in like camper male. Yeah, Pokemon Sprite. Alright, so his kind of Game Boy Advance colors are. Yeah, he kind of just has like a kerchief, it looks like. Okay, so I can kind of work with that. So, like, if I, like, let's say grab, like. Can't tell, these are the actual sprites or someone fan made sprites. That's always, like, the weird thing when it comes to, like, the internet, right? It's like, sometimes you're like, oh, this is fan, this is, like, the real thing, but I'm also like, it's hard to tell sometimes. I'm gonna assume this is not fan made, so this is kind of what I'm looking at here. Um, so that's kind of like what I'm looking at here. So he kind of has like a kerchief there. I was also kind of looking at his sprite for Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It kind of has that same type of like design. So maybe I'll add that to it to make it look a little bit more something, you know? So let's add. That's really cartoony, yeah. But I think with like the big hat, it kind of works. Like he really wants to be the protagonist, so he's dressing as wacky as possible. He doesn't have the confidence to go full Yu-Gi-Oh, but he's trying. So the kerchief would kind of. I have to make sure. Is that actually a kerchief, or am I just making up words? Kerchief. Kinda, yeah. A little bit. It's like a weird. It's almost like a headband that you wear around your neck. Alright, so not quite a kerchief. Okay. But it's close enough. You know what? I do forget that wikis are a thing. Let's see. Camper Mail Wiki. I hope this doesn't bring up bad stuff. Because I do genuinely like having correct terms. Generation 1, junior trainer. Years in. Yeah, in anime they kind of just have like little ties. In the scene from the Pokemon Adventure manga, he has like a button-up shirt look. So like he has like a collared shirt underneath. Doesn't really say like what he wears. Or does I'm not seeing it. But yeah, I'll try and add it. So like it kind of goes down. It would kind of be kind of up and around here. We'll add it kind of going down. Like this. I've drawn on the wrong layer. Because of course I am. Out. that, maybe. Maybe I'll have it lower. You know, I'm not loving it. Maybe I can try the tie. Just like give it a try. It has like the orange tie. Actually, kind of like the tie more. Kind of works. It kind of adds a bit more to his outfit. All right, am I at the moving on stage? I think so. Hat looks pretty good. Eyes look pretty good. He has a lower nose, kind of like a brown. I, if I was a bit more skilled, I also added those layers to a different layer, like those marks. That's fine. You know what? Boom. Problem solved. If I was better, I could probably foreshorten this a little better, but I'm not great yet. So I'll let it go for now. Let's lower the opacity of this. Turn off this layer. And then we'll add another. Alright. I'm okay with this. Do I want to stick with the turnip pen, or do I want to try something like the mapping pen? Let's try the mapping pen. And let's just start that over. Maybe it's the pen-like of it that's getting to me. It's not consistent. The the size I want it to be. I'm not doing like the final line art. I'm just trying to clean up the mess a little bit. Oops. Yeah, foreshortening though is something I definitely want to get better at. Try to find a good thickness. That'll take a second. Stretch. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good time. Those were all good cracks. Okay. Here, looks. Wow, English. Mel, do you want to word? He looks good so far. Thank you. Yeah, that was an example of me stuttering. yeah, yeah, like as we had talked about earlier, like I do stutter. Been stuttering since I was like, I want to say like 8 or 9. I even had to go to like speech classes. So instead of taking French like I should have been taking, I was forced to go into a room with a guy, a speech coach, and say like "cat" on repeat. which is probably why I emphasize certain like syllables, I guess. So that's why I'm very heavy on like t and s sounds, because I was forced to sit in a room for an hour being just saying cat, 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 and I didn't learn French, which is the language we have to learn for where I live. I know different countries and stuff have like different languages that you learn. So yeah, when I went to high school and I was being taught French on a higher level, only I didn't know the basic level of French. My teachers were not happy. Yeah, like I also got like held back in grade two because of my speech impediment. So all the friends I had in grade two, I basically lost because I wasn't able to like graduate and stuff with my friends, and but yeah, it was kind of dumb because like I often like look back, I'm like, how come I don't learn no French? French was not always easy for me, and I will admit almost every French teacher I had, except for like maybe one, I felt like a requirement to go teach French was to sit on a stick and then try to teach. Um, because I don't know, like a lot of them were not nice. Um, but then like reflecting back, I'm like, okay, where was the struggle? And then I remembered like I did have to leave class, and sometimes it wasn't during French. It was sometimes during like math and stuff like that. But the majority of the time, it was during French. And the only time it was during like math, it was when like uh the guy was running late. I think his name was Miss. But yeah, it was just an odd thing. So yeah, so now I only know how to count to 10 in French. I can say bonjour, je m'appelle James. Which is hello, my name's James. Uh, I can say ham, which is jambon, cheese, which is fromage, crunch, which is just a boring crush, crush. Um, yeah, I'm not very good at French. And like it wasn't really an issue because like I grew up in like a small town, so like I didn't really encounter a lot of people who spoke French until I went to Toronto. So like I never actually been to Toronto until 2 years ago when I went to see Tom Jones with my wife, and I realized there like, oh, people actually speak French here. I thought like I was only gonna need it if I went to like Quebec or something. Yeah, the clothes aren't gonna look great in this, but yeah, as I said, I'm still learning. And that's also why I started drawing and posting my stuff online, because I wanted to also show that not all artists don't just wake up one morning being very good at art, right? It takes time, it takes practice, and it doesn't like it's not just like practicing every day. It's knowing what you're going to practice. And like creating like a study plan. Like I haven't really done any like actual like body practice. Let's see, was everything fine in Toronto? Yeah, for the most part. Um, like not everyone spoke French. It was mostly majority speaking English, but I overheard quite a few. Like I wasn't expecting as many French speaking people as I encountered. None of them really spoke to me because I would have just been like, but yeah, everyone was fine. I was a little nervous because I grew up in a small town. Uh, I would never live in Toronto. And I felt like the entire time I was like on edge, like just expecting like someone trying to like do something shady. Ow! Hello, back pain. There was a brief moment there where I forgot I pulled a muscle in my back, and then my back was like, "Ha ha! Gotcha, fool! Remember, you hurt now." Actually, how high are his socks? Judging from the picture I have here, kind of just under his knees. So I had the right idea. But yeah, like I would probably go back to Toronto just to like see some of the sights, but not for a couple years. it was uh, it was one of those like I have such bad anxiety in crowds and having to like move so quickly with so many people around me. Whew. Like it's pretty safe for me to say I'll probably never ever visit New York City. One, I've never really traveled. I never traveled like out of Canada. In fact, the furthest I ever traveled has literally been Toronto. But like the idea of going to New York City with that many people, the idea of it alone terrifies me. The fact that people live there, it's like, how do you function? I am too. I'll admit, I'm probably too polite to live in New York City. 'Cause, like, not saying that people who live there are like rude or anything like that or mean, but it's like I would hold the door open for someone and probably never leave. I now work for that store holding the door open. All right, how's that looking? How are you looking, dude? Arms looking all right. I want to like make that line a little smaller. But yeah, I probably won't go back to Toronto for a little bit though. Like I told my wife, the only reason I would probably ever go to Toronto would be to like either see Bon Jovi live because he's like one of my favorite artists, or to see Meatloaf, who's another one of my favorite artists live, but he passed away back in 2020. So the only person I would ever probably go there to see would be like Bon Jovi. He's not really touring now, so it's like I'll probably go to see the sites at some point, but I'm in no rush. Maybe if like some like comedian I like or something goes that way, I'll probably go see them. Like I used to have a girlfriend in Hamilton, and I think I would rather actually be in Toronto than Hamilton. There is like Toronto, you expect it to be kind of busy, but like I don't know, Hamilton was weird. I almost got into a fight in Hamilton. I was just sitting on a bench waiting for my girlfriend to come out. Like she went to like the YMCA there, or like the um like a rec center, a community center. Might have had a pool, can't remember. But she went inside to like go pee or go to the bathroom. I'm just sitting out there on a bench, just minding my own business, boredly like looking around at the door, kind of you know moving around, moving my head around, sitting on a bench, and these guys were like yelling at someone. And I'm like, okay, they're probably just whatever. They're probably just someone probably upset them. They're probably just not my business. And then I realized they were yelling at me as they're all like, "What are you looking at? What are you doing? Stop looking at us!" And I wasn't even looking at them, so that's why I was genuinely confused. And I was like, "Oh, they're upset with me. What the heck did I do?" So I just like ignored them, but and that seemed to deter them from any shenanigans they were planning on doing. But it was weird. They were expected to get almost into a fist fight by just sitting, not talking. All right, how's that looking? Do I want to draw any like add any like detail to his little pin on his hat? Let's see. This image. Okay, I tried zooming in like 8 times to an image and it just brought me to nothing. You know what? The campers kind of have like Pikachu's and stuff, right? What Pokemon do campers have? Pikachu's, probably right, Nirans, Maybe Rattata. Maybe I'll draw like a Rattata tail. Do something like this. Or like a Meowth tail. To give a bit more detail. Yeah, Rattata's tail is just kind of like a that. Now, how about Meowth? How's Meowth's tail? Kind of the same, but it has a little bit of a twirly-do. A little bit more of a twirly-do to it. We could try adding that. Just give it a bit of a something, you know? Kind of like that. Has like a little like twirly to it. How's that looking? How am I feeling about this? You know what? Not bad. You know, it has work. Like if I bet you like if I draw this like next year, it'll look vastly better. But with my current skill set, I'm liking it. I'm gonna go pee. I'll ponder life and all that kind of stuff. And fill my water. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay. For a second, it was showing that I was offline on Twitch, and I was confused. Alright. And then for the eyes, do I want to keep it kind of cartoony like this? Do I want to add a bit more detail? Do I want to add a pupil to this? Or have that as the pupil? Yeah, I'll probably add a bit more detail. It's like, I don't know, I could do it like all black, but that doesn't really look good. Probably add like a pupil like here. No, while I'm kind of looking at you. his eye a little bit. What if I experiment make his people very big as well? I go with like the cartoony style. It's the back guy here that's gonna cause me trouble. That looks a little better. Maybe I'll try to like round his cheeks a little bit. I like his kind of youthfulness. I could add like a bit more eyebrow or eyelash, I guess. He does have thicker brows, but maybe they don't need to be so pronounced. Kind of. You know, I don't hate that. Yeah, I don't hate that. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay, yeah, let's try that. Or the opacity a bit. Okay, now let's actually add the last layers, like the line work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna zoom in because I think it's a little easier for my line placements. You gotta go. Hope your drawing turns out well. Thank you. Hope you have a good rest of your week. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure I'm adding it to the right layer. I am. You actually know what this sort of reminds me of? There's a Yu-Gi-Oh card that this is like triggering a memory of. I don't remember it being a good Yu-Gi-Oh card. I just remember it. It's like a bird deck thing. Baseball Kid, I think. Yeah, Ultimate Baseball Kid. Doesn't look exact, but like it's giving me like that sort of like vibe to it. And like the eyes, I think. Let me pull this up real quick for you guys. Like not exact, of course, right? Like there's difference is, but kind of that style. He's giving you the like baseball kid vibes. Also, shout out to all the really good Yu-Gi-Oh art. Maybe I'll do a stream in the future drawing some Yu-Gi-Oh art. Also, let me know if there's any streams that you guys want to see, any games you want to see me play, anything you want to see me draw. Yeah, let me know. A while back, someone recommended I try playing Talos Principle. I bought it, I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. Maybe I'll play that in a couple weeks. Okay, I'm taking a break from Avionic Factor a little bit, just kind of get some variety on the channel. So yeah, maybe I'll give that a go. I also wanted to play what was it? TCG Card Shop Simulator, something like that. That seemed kind of fun. Gave me what do you call it? Supermarket Simulator vibes. Yeah, I'll probably finish this drawing up, and then I'll probably pack it up for today, just because my wrist is starting to hurt. I don't want to injure it. I'm also thinking about taking next week off. Because for the most part, maybe I'll do like a sneaky stream somewhere. But but yeah, it was my plan when I got back into streaming to like take the first week off every month, and then I haven't really done that since I got back into it. So thinking maybe taking next week off, take some time to do some of the stuff that I've been kind of putting off doing, some of the behind the scenes stuff. It also pays off that my wife has next week off as well, so it's kind of like pans out that I'll spend some time with her. Um, I don't know, maybe I'll do a sneaky stream. Maybe I'll try out that card game for a quick go. Or maybe I'll like just record the card game for a YouTube video or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. As I said, I'm always open to suggestions. Either let me know live or message me on like Twitter or something. try my phone go off. Want to make sure everything's good. Yeah, plus my back is starting to hurt a little too much. I think sitting down here has kind of shifted some things. Go. Shorts are placed. Legs in there. Alright. That. Add back to the leg in there. Oh, I forgot his arm. There. Doesn't look too bad. Oh, I forgot under his eyes. And we'll add some detailing to the shirt. Yeah, there'll be some like creases. Have a long strip line. I like the belt line. Actually, I realized this should be down a bit more. All right. Now we'll add some color. I'll add a background first. Kind of stick with like the theming. Let's do a gradient. We'll do like a two-tone gradient. We'll go like kind of like green, darker green mixed with like a lighter blue. Oops. And the other side enough. Like that. Oops. I'll then take that green, darken it tag, give it a bit of shadow. Add its base colors in. say he's like a fairly light colored individual. Oh, what's that? We'll probably add like a kneecap in there too. Oh, I did not go to a separate thing. Also, let's select the areas that have been selected. So the little fingies. Select here. And then we'll deselect. How's that look? So I like that as a skin color. Alright, I think I like that as base color. Slightly different. Is shorts, everything but the sleeves, the belt, the hat. Okay. I forgot that is socks, but we'll do that. Do that in a bit. Um, so he tends to have like a fairly green outfit. Kind of like a bluish green. Maybe a little more green route. Okay, I'll then select bone layer. Next, we'll select these bits. stick with the green, but we'll make it like a lighter green. Lighter, a little darker. Also select the right layer. Okay, I did forget to select the little buckle loops. Next, we'll select um, we'll select his little head swirl. Make the choice to make it like a kind of like the color of Meow's tail. Then for his belt buckle, let's try slightly lighter. Okay, his belt will be like a black. But let's do like a not quite black. Let's do like a darker blue. How does that look? Like it's dark, but not like. Yeah, I like that. I'll then select. Let's do his tie and his shoes. Oh, did I? Yep. Did it on the wrong layer. Alright. Let's do those orange. Bright, fiery orange. Doodles. Use that same color for the eyes, I think, like the iris. Maybe a slightly different. little smaller just for the trim around here. Black for the hair. Just checking chat. I kind of forgot I was live streaming. Happens. I don't mind that. For the sketch, let me put back the black pen. White. Alright. With that then. No color out of place. Seems like it. Now I want to add a light source. So, say the light source is probably coming from, we'll say kind of from like this direction, kind of aimed at him. And we're outside, let's do like a light blue lighting. And like, here would be lit. Yeah, a little bit of that. Find his shirt. Top of his shorts. Top of his pants here. Whoops. Or top of his leg. A little bit of light due to refraction. Then we'll go like a darker color for shadow here. A little bit on the top. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, here we go. Ugh. Now, if I wanted to, I could keep adding details, but I'm getting a little bit sore. Back's a little aching. Yeah, looking at this, I could probably done his back arm a little better. But you know what though? I'm happy with this. Let me just do a quick little signature. Uh, there's this. Here, Raider mail. Date is. Oh, I should put this all in a different layer. Date is August 24. There we go. Yeah, that's just my drawing for today. Um, this was a lot of fun. I'll definitely probably do this again in the future because this was a fun challenge. Um, and I definitely have room to improve, but that's all part of art. Also, just not, as I mentioned, not great at digital art yet. Like I'm not good at like traditional art, but I definitely feel like I'm better at traditional than digital. Maybe I'll draw the same trainer in like physical and post that as well. Like while I was watching TV or something later, just do a doodle just to see the difference because I kind of want to see what the differences are because I feel like I could do this a little better if I just like pencil. But I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you everyone for showing up, hanging out, all that stuff. Um, and yeah, as I mentioned, I'll probably have next week off. I might pick a day to do maybe a sneaky stream. I think for the most part I'll take it off, and then the week after I'll get back to my regular streaming schedule of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 3 to 6. But yeah, see you all later. Bye for now.